Hi, my name is Felipe Caparelli. In this video, I'll walk you step by step through installing Oracle VirtualBox, one of the most widely used virtualization tools in the industry. All sources used in this presentation are listed in the references slide at the end. So let's get started. Here's what we'll cover today. First, I will explain what Oracle VirtualBox is and why it's important. Then, we'll look at the technical requirements. After that, I'll guide you through the installation process step by step. And finally, I'll wrap up with short conclusion. Before installing any software, it's important to understand what it actually does. So, what exactly is Oracle VirtualBox? In simple terms, this software allows you to run multiple operating systems like Windows, Linux, or Mac OS on a single physical computer. Some of its main advantages include isolation between systems, cross-platform support, easy to use, and multiple networking and virtualization modes. This makes VirtualBox especially useful for students, developers, and IT professionals. Before installing it, we need to make sure our system meets the technical requirements. Based on Oracle's installation guidelines, VirtualBox requires an x86-based processor and at least 512 MB of RAM, although more memory is strongly recommended. The software itself only needs about 30 MB of disk space, but keep in mind that each virtual machine will require additional storage. It supports several host operating systems as said before, including Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and Solaris. Meeting these requirements ensures the software runs smoothly. Now that we understand the requirements, let's move into the installation process. This section is where we transition from theory to hands-on practice. First, download the installer from the official Oracle website. Make sure you select the version that matches the operating system. Once the download is complete, run the installer. The setup wizard will guide you through the process. In most cases, the default settings are perfectly fine for beginners. You'll see some optional custom choices, such as where the software will be installed and which features to include. During installation, VirtualBox may install additional dependencies. This is completely fine, and you should allow this installation when prompted. It also requires Python to be installed on your environment. In my case, I already have it. Finally, complete the installation and launch VirtualBox at this point. The software is completely and installed successfully and ready to use. At this point, we'll install the VM image. I choose the Lubuntu Linux distribution because it's small and fast, which is ideal for this presentation. Prefer the current stable version. Click Desktop 64-bit and go to the next page, and then start the download. After the download is complete, move back to the VirtualBox application. Now, we'll start creating a new virtual machine. Choose whatever name you want, but choose the image we just downloaded. Next, I have chosen the minimal required resources here. I've selected 4 GB for memory, 3 processors, and 50 GB for my disk space. Double check the configuration, click Finish. Now, we'll have to start the VM. This process can take several minutes depending on your computer and the selected resources. Select Try or Install Lubuntu and press Enter. To load the application, now click Install Ubuntu again. The Lubuntu installer will be launched. You can choose a set of preferences in this step, like your default language, keyboard, time zone, or region. I'll choose the minimum installation to save time for these resources here. Then click Next. Choose Erase Disk and click Next again. Choose your username and password. You must confirm your password too. I checked these checkbox to avoid asking for a password when starting my VM, but it's not required. Verify again your configuration and click Install. Click Install now on your confirmation model. Wait for the installation to be completed. When it's done, you have to uncheck an option to avoid restarting. This is the longest part of this installation process. Wait a few seconds more. Yes, and now uncheck the Restart Now checkbox and click Done. Now your computer will be launched. As you can see here, you have a working machine, and finally you can run your Linux inside your local computer. In my case, a Windows 11 desktop. To summarize, Oracle VirtualBox is a powerful and accessible virtualization tool that allows you to run multiple operating systems on one machine. By following these steps, you can install it safely and efficiently, even if you're new to virtualization. This tool is extremely valuable for coursework, labs, and real IT projects. I really appreciate your time and attention. If this video was helpful, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Thanks for watching.